This is the second PDF of the question answer. We are again continue to discuss question related to the different topic that we have previously covered. Now next question is, a uniform electric field exists between two charge plates, means one plate is positive, other plate is negative. What should be the work done in moving a charge q closed rectangular path? Here electric field means electrostatic force exists, and we know that electrostatic force is conservative in nature. It is conservative in nature. Electrostatic forces conservative in nature. If it's conservative in nature, it's depend upon the initial and final position, but independent of the path followed. If path is closed, then work done is always zero. So that's why work done is zero here. Next question, what should be the work done if a charge plus q is taken from point A to B on the circumference of circumference drawn with another point plus q? If plus q is the charge, then this is the equipotential surface. This is the equipotential surface of plus q. If it is equipotential surface, means on every point on the of this sphere, charge will be potential will be equal. So potential at A and B is same. So work done is equals to this VB minus VA, where VB is equals to VA. So work done is zero. Next is, a charge q is placed at O point at this point O. If is the potential difference VA minus VB is positive, negative, or zero? You have to check if q is positive and if q is negative. If q is positive, that at this point potential is more, VA is greater than, at this point VA is greater than VB. So this is positive. But if it is negative, then VA is less than VB, then this is negative. Next question, why is the potential inside a hollow spherical charge conductor constant and has same value as on the surface? Because for a charge conductor, q is 0 inside the conductor. If q is 0, then electric field is 0. From the relation E is equals to minus dV by dr, if E is 0 inside the conductor, then V is constant. So potential is same everywhere inside and on the surface of conductor. So potential is same. Next question, why do equipotential due to uniform electric field not intersect each other? Suppose if they intersect each other, means at a single point we have two value of potential or two value of electric field, which is not possible. At same point two value of electric field is not possible, so that's why they never intersect each other. Next question, a hollow metal sphere of radius r charged to such that potential on its surface is 10 volt. It's hollow metallic sphere, means it's conductor. So whatever the potential it has on surface, same the potential it has inside. So what is the potential at the center? It's also same, that is again 10 volt. Next question, how much work is done in moving a 500 microcoulomb charge between 2 points on equipotential surface? If equipotential surface is there, potential is same everywhere, so work done is always 0. Next question, the dimension of the atom are order of angstrom. There must be electric field between proton and electron. Why then electrostatic field inside the conductor is 0? Because if proton and electron both present there, net charge is 0. If net charge is 0, then net electric field is also 0. So next is, a small metallic charged sphere is placed at the center of large uncharged spherical shell. When they are connected by wire, will any charge flow on the outer shell? Yes, because inside charge is present, it has more potential. If inside charge is present, this is inner sphere, this is shell, it having more charge, means at high potential. no charge means at low potential, and if these both are connected by any wire or by any conducting mean, then we know charge always flow from body at high potential to the body at low potential. So mean charge start flowing from body at high potential to body at low potential. Next question. Does electric potential rise or fall along the electric line of force? Yes. If we have electric lines of force, these are electric lines of force, and we know electric lines of force are always from positive to negative direction. So positive, this is at high potential, this is at low potential. So if we move from electric field lines to the other end, it's moving from high to low, so potential is dropping. If we are moving against the electric field, means we are moving in this direction from low to high, then potential is rising. So next question is, can electric potential at a point be zero while the electric field is not zero? Yes. If potential is zero on equatorial line of electric dipole where electric field is not zero. Do you remember the case of electric dipole? Positive, negative, separated from each other by distance of 2a. If we take equatorial plane, if we take a point on equatorial plane, here net potential is 0, but E is not equal to 0. So at this point, at every point on this plane, V is 0 but E is not 0. So it's possible that E is not 0 but V can be 0. Next is, can electric potential be 0 but electric field can be 0 but electric potential is not 0? Yes. If we talk about inside a charged conductor, inside a conductor E is always 0, but from this relation E is equals to minus dV by dr, V is never 0. Next case, consider two conducting sphere, radii r1, r2, where r1 is greater than r2. If two are at same potential, the large sphere has more charge than the smaller sphere. State whether the charge density of the smaller sphere is less than or more than larger. Both having the same potential, V1 equals to V2. Formula for the potential is charge upon 4 pi epsilon naught into distance. This is the formula. 4 pi epsilon naught get 4 pi cancel with 4 pi epsilon naught. We get Q1 Q2 equals to Q1 by Q2 equals to R1 by R2. So from here, if R1 is greater than R2, then Q1 is greater than Q2, where surface charge density equals to charge per unit area. Charge is Q1, area is 4 pi r square for sphere. Sigma 1, sigma 2. So by again taking their ratio, we get this relation in last, that sigma 1, 2 by sigma 1 equals to R1 upon R2, where R1 is greater than R2, therefore sigma 2 is always greater than sigma 2. So the charge density of smaller sphere is always more than larger one. Do free electron travel to region of higher potential to lower potential? Do free electrons travel from region of higher potential to low potential? Yes. Why so? Suppose, or no, we can see that this is body at high potential, this is body at low potential. If we I just draw here a free charge, free electron, then it's always move toward positive, so it's move from low potential to high potential. Electron always move from low to high potential. Suppose instead of electron we have proton. So we have a proton here, E plus, then it's moved toward negative. So proton always move from body at high potential to body at low potential. So these are the cases. So free electron will travel from the region, always travel to the region of high potential because they are negatively charged.